The other thing that does is it basically brings the webbing effectively closer to the knuckle. You're really moving the knuckle back towards the webbing, but the look is that the webbing terminates on the knuckle. I'll just push this back a little bit. A little bit more. Yeah, much better. I think that'll be a closer match. Yeah. Very nice. Okay, so we'll just round this a bit more. I'm going to bring the camera over now so that you can visualize this one more time. I actually probably will go here, knock this down just a little bit more. It's close, but I'm just going to shove the Talon in a little bit. Still looks just a wee bit bulky to me. So I use terms like, nudging something to one side or the other, or making it less bulky, or moving it around, and I'm really just doing that by removing material on one side or the other. Be a little bit careful towards the end, because if you take too much material away, it looks kind of silly in a hurry, but as long as you're reasonably methodical and patient with it. You'll notice I've trimmed these back several times already. I probably won't do it again. I'm getting really close now. Not bad. Okay, pause this and give you a shot. Now, compare that to what we had before. See how much more, I don't really want to say refined, but it's a lot more delicate in here. It's not so wide and fat. Now everything seems proportionate to this area. This is narrower, carries up right up the ankle. Next thing I'm going to do is go refine these webs a bit. Get a little bit more depth in here, get this to be more uniform, the thickness of the web to the ball, and then also in this area cut this out so it's a nice semicircular curve, continuous curve on both sides, and have it terminate it very nicely into the side of the knuckle. Means I'm probably going to have to get a pointer. Sorry if you're going dizzy, but I have to remove some material right at the base here. A little bit of work to do, but we're getting close now. Alright, so let's start by going, now remember when we started, this defining that point right there was one of the very first things that we did. That was the top of the ball where the ball meets the web. And we really don't want to move the web back very far from here. That keeps us consistent from ball to ball, and for many years from now being able to duplicate this ball the same way. And that's a measurement you take off the original. So now all I want to do is use a 512 and just walk that 512 around so that I get a nice consistent arc. And I really want to take that arc from, if I draw this knuckle down, I want that knuckle ridge line to sort of meet the web, meet the termination of the web. So I want that web to more or less terminate into my knuckle. And I think I pointed to this a little bit ago that I was a little bit heavy there. Yeah, I just want to take that off now. Good. Now just clean up the top of the ball. So we've taken off some new material. One of the last things I'll do, I mentioned this before, but is I'll spin the foot around and just make sure that the various spheres from the ball and from one side to the other match up. And don't be surprised if you end up doing that multiple times. But now you can see that the webbing is really thick here again, really thick here. It's okay here. It just means I need to take this down some more. When I take that down some more, what I'll find is that this talon may be a bit high. And so basically just work your way. I started by taking out some of the webbing, and then I go back and work on the talon a little bit, come back and work on the webbing, and just iterate on this until it all falls into place. I'm just going to use a 9-7. We'll clean this up with scrapers towards the end, so you don't have to worry about getting this perfectly smooth. You could use a 2 in here, a 212. I'll actually do that for a little bit. But you can only go up so far before you start the edges of the 212 start banging into the talons. So, but the advantage, I guess, of that is you get a smoother web, less cleanup later. But I don't mind cleaning up, so we'll just continue to use this. And I'll just take little cuts. It really cleans up quickly with the scraper.